All right, good morning, traders. Today is April 18th, 2024. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, to my Rumble channel, to going to have Instagram soon, to my Facebook page. All right. So my SPY pivot this morning, 502.80. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. I cannot be a bull until price gets up over 502.80 and holds up there. Until then, I'm going to be a bear. It's got to get up over 502.80 and hold it up there, okay? All of the Fab 5 are still in downtrends, although they did hit whole number support. SPY hit 500. All right, so they're all in. They're all in downtrends. Even Diamond Dow, okay? They all made lower lows, closing below the bearish trap, below the 17 EMA. Gold, near the all-time high, still in an uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Silver, near a 3-year high and in an uptrend, made a higher high and a higher low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO also in an uptrend, made a lower high and a lower low, closed under the trap. We had a 3/8 cross right there, closed under the trap and under the 17 EMA, but still in an uptrend, hasn't broken that higher low yet. UNG in a downtrend near the all-time low, made an inside day, closing under the trap, under the 17 EMA. US dollar index, still in an uptrend. Hello pullback, closing the day around the 105.95 area. Okay, so back to my first statement. All of the Fab 5 are in downtrends. There's no except for Diamond Dow. Okay, they're all in downtrends. All the indices. Okay, so they're all in downtrends. Gold, uptrend. Crude oil, USO, uptrend. Silver, uptrend. UNG, downtrend. US dollar, uptrend. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, first chart is SPY. So I need SPY to get up over this 502.80 area and hold right above the bodies of those two candles right there. So I need them to hold up in this wick area. Okay, so this is where sellers, this is what the wicks tell us. Okay, the wicks tell us the sellers up here. So I need them to get up here and hold. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Until then, I'm still a bear. Now, yesterday we left off. Okay, we had a 2-hour, we have a 2-hour downtrend, but we left off. We had a 10-minute downtrend that ran out of time and failed to make a lower low. But it came, you can see, it came all the way back to the 500 number right there. So we have a possible double bottom here today. Okay, we left off with a 10-minute downtrend in a 2-hour downtrend. Overnight, we got ourselves into a 10-minute uptrend. Not a very convincing uptrend since we're still in a 2-hour downtrend. So let's look at the 2-hour chart. Okay, see, we're still in a 2-hour downtrend. Okay, price is up here leaning on the 8, but we're still in a 2-hour downtrend. Now, we just hit the 500 number. All right, so we had a $4 bounce from down here all the way back up there. All right, and then we came back to the 500 number. We couldn't make a lower low. We hit the 500 number, and then we bounced back to right here. See these tails down there? So we're bouncing back to minor resistance. See this consolidation right through there? That's minor resistance. So we're hitting into those tails, all right? So I need them to get up into those tails and start climbing this breakdown candle. That's what I need for me to get bullish. So get up here, hold, climb this breakdown candle on the 2-hour chart. All right, that's what I'm looking for. Now, yesterday, there were sellers here yesterday. All right, see the wick up there? So the question is, if we do get up there, I'll probably short it right back to 502.80 because there were sellers up here before yesterday. We'll see what happens, all right? I'll need to see a 10-minute downtrend for me to get short on it. So we'll see what happens here. So I'm looking at today, excuse me, probably just consolidation, all right? Oh, moving over to the right. I think selling spreads, or excuse me, placing spreads might work out better for us today. There's no telling if the bulls are going to be inspired to jump in on all of this right away. Since we did double bottom, they may be inspired. Maybe they're waiting for a triple bottom, same way we had a triple top up here. 1, 2, 3, fall. Okay, 1, 2, 3, fall. Okay, they may be looking for a triple bottom. We got the double so far. Maybe one more test of 500. Failing to make the lower low might inspire the bulls to really jump in hard and fast. And we could see it bounce back up to 508, 509. We'll see what happens. All right, but they may come in after the double bottom. They may come in after the triple bottom. So watch for that. Okay, so right now we left off yesterday, okay, in a 10-minute downtrend with inside a 2-hour downtrend. Okay, 2-hour downtrend. See, price 3.8. All right, so I'm looking for red to wipe out green because I'm still bearish. We're in this 2-hour downtrend. But there's not a whole lot of reward. Just keep that in mind, being since 500's right there. Now, if we get under 500, now it's a whole new story. Okay, we could run all the way down to 497 gap fill. All right, so there's a gap down there. We're in the middle of that gap here at the 500 number. All right, so if we get below 500, we're looking at possible 497 gap fill. All right, so that's what we're looking at for today. Really, I think we consolidate for 2 days. I mean, for today and Friday, and then at the end of Friday, I think they make a move. We'll see what happens, but that's SPY. We do have some earnings coming out, tonight. Some big boy earnings, so we'll take a look at those in a few minutes. So that's the update on SPY. So now let's go back and click our daily chart. Okay, you can see right here, got a lower high and a lower low, closing below the bearish trap, below the 17 EMA. It's in a downtrend, lower high right here, and a lower low. Okay, so it's in a downtrend. Now, in the bigger picture, okay, this is possible to be in a bull flag. Let's put the quad lines in. All right, see, they're still in quadrant 4. All right, as long as they hold this upper third area, this is still bullish. All right, in the short term, no, it's not. It's in a daily downtrend, in a 2-hour downtrend, and we had a 10-minute downtrend. So right now, on the short term, no, it's not. In the bigger picture, okay, we are still bullish. We are still in the upper third up here. So there's SPY on the daily chart. Going to take this off because we're going to move over to QQQ. All right, so QQQ. Again, all of the indices are in a downtrend. Okay, QQQ, lower high, lower low, closing below the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. All right, so coming down into, see this candle right there? Coming down into that candle right there. All right, so it looks like it's going to probably find some support right through this tail right here. If QQQ gets into this tail, watch a 5-minute, 2-minute, 10-minute. It will probably reverse somewhere in this tail and start heading back in the other direction, possibly back to the 8 EMA. We'll see what happens. But watch if price gets into that tail. It's likely to reverse back into the other direction or bounce temporarily. We'll see what happens. So there's QQQ in a downtrend. All right, right now in a downtrend. Okay, let's take a look at IWM. It's IWM in a downtrend. See, lower high, lower low, lower. Got an outside day, higher high and a lower low, closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA. Okay, on the big picture. Okay, from the low to the high. That's how we use the quad lines. Okay, not in the upper third. All right, but still on the bullish side of the 50-yard line. Okay, trying to hold that upper third. All right, but still on the bullish side of the 50-yard line. All right, so there's IWM. In the short term, it's bearish. 2-hour downtrend, 10-minute downtrend, daily downtrend. Okay, in the shorter term. Longer term, it's over the midpoint and still holding. Now, since this low right here, let's just back it out to there, you can see it's likely to get a bounce here. Why? Here's the low up to the last high. Usually waffles back and forth, find its way back to the midpoint, and then probably up to this number here, and maybe set up a head and shoulders. We'll see what happens. Okay, so there we are with IWM. Downtrend and weak right now. All right, let's take a look at FNGU. Here's FNGU. All right, lower high, lower low. Closing below the bearish trap underneath the 17 EMA. Still in kind of a bull flag going on right through here. Let me take that off. Grab the box. And you can see we have a bull flag running right through there. Okay, we broke the low right here. See this low? We broke that low. That put us in a downtrend. But in actuality, this is a decent bull flag. That being the post, and then this being the flag right through there. On the bigger picture, on the short term, it's in a downtrend, 2-hour downtrend, daily downtrend, 10-minute downtrend. Okay, everything bearish on the short, smaller time frame. On the bigger time frame, it's still bullish. All right, so there's FNGU. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow in a downtrend. Got a lower high and a lower low. Closing below the bearish trap, below the falling 17 EMA. On the bigger picture, in the upper third, see this? The upper quadrant, bouncing off of, hopefully bouncing off of minor support. See this consolidation right through there? Right here we have some consolidation right there. You notice that extends right over to this. So look for price to hold through here, possibly return back up to the 8 and possibly the 17 EMA. All right, so in the upper third here, Diamond Dow still bullish. All right, shorter time frame, no, not so bullish. You know, very bearish. 2-hour daily, daily's in a downtrend, 2 hours in a downtrend, 10 minutes in a downtrend. Everything in a downtrend right now. Okay? But on the bigger time frame, okay, we are still bullish. We will probably most likely in all of the indices return back up to test those highs before leaving this area just to make sure, okay, that they're really ready to leave. All right, so we will get a test. It won't happen overnight. Okay, it'll take a while to form and work their way back up there to test it. And who knows? They may consolidate up there. and make a brand new high. We'll see what happens. All right, so Diamond Dow, smaller time frame, bearish. Bigger time frame, bullish. All right, so let's take a look at our technicals. You can see here's yesterday. We came up into the sell zone yesterday. All right, and we got pushed out by the bears back into the oversold zone. All right, darn near zero down here. Okay, so in the oversold zone all day. So I'll bet T2123 looks red from beginning to end. And almost, okay? T2123, almost red from beginning of the day to the end of the day, except for one 15-minute candle right there, and then they lost it right away. Okay, so there's T2123. T2123 3-bar. Looks like it has a date with this rising 200 SMA. Okay, so this red line, that's the 200 SMA. All right, and here we are with price and the 17 EMA, that's the dots. Okay, price got a whole lot of space between those red dots and the price action. So I wouldn't be surprised to see price consolidate through here, right in a square, right about through here. I don't think it's going to drop too much further. It may, but I would expect it to kind of consolidate through there and watch the 200 rise up to it and eventually bounce back up and start to tackle those prior highs like we did before. Okay? Wait for it to come in here. Probably going to need to test this for 2 or 3 days, this rising 200. It may even come down, kiss it, and then consolidate back up here, creating an inverse head and shoulders on the smaller time frame. But this is the 3-bar chart. Okay, so that's taking a full trading day, 6.5 hours, and breaking it up into 3 equal parts. All right, so instead of 120 minutes, you add another 10 because we got a half hour in the morning, and you divide that half hour by 3, so you get 130 minutes. Okay, so this is the 3-bar chart. You can see it's most likely going to consolidate through here 2 or 3 days, maybe even 7 days, while the 200 catches up to it, and then provides some support and gives it some lift to push it back into this prior high that it was in before. Okay, that's most likely going to happen. All right, unless, of course, some global conflict breaks out. Short of that, I think that's where we're heading. All right, so there's T2123. T20 FNGU indicator. It's a 15-minute FNGU. All of this shaded, that's the pre-market. Okay? You can see here's the pre-market coming down to visit those prior lows. So watch for that triple bottom. All right? If they don't do a triple bottom, they're most likely going to set up an inverse head and shoulders. All right? So watch for the triple bottom rip. All right? So here's price action. We got one green candle right here at the beginning of the day, then it turned red. Underneath VWAP, you can see for most part of the day. Came back up into VWAP right here. That's the gold line, or burnt orange. You can see we got one candle ripped up into VWAP, and then the bears pushed it back underneath. Okay, right there. So it came up above the surface of the water, and then the bears pushed the bulls back underwater. Right there. Okay, but we notice we didn't make a lower low. All right, so watch for that possible triple bottom today. FNGU, SPY, QQQ, all of them. You can see red for most part of the day, except for the first candle and the one candle that popped through VWAP right there. All right, so there's FNGU. All right, so let's go back over here. Take a look at, we did them all, pretty sure. I can't remember. Short-term memory's going. All right, so IWM, you can see still in a downtrend. Outside day, higher high, lower low. Everything's still in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at gold. All right, gold. This is an all-time high right here. This big wick where the sellers came in right there, that's an all-time high. So gold still in an uptrend on the daily chart. Okay, looks like we got a lower high and a lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over a rising 17 EMA. Gold just kind of bull flagging through here. Probably getting poised to break out for another new high. We'll see. We got a rising dollar. If that dollar sinks back to that 200, could see another pop in gold. So there's gold right now. All right, let's take a look at silver. So gold's in an uptrend. All right, no question about it. It's in an uptrend. It's bullish. That is a bull flag. There's nothing bearish going on there. It's just consolidating. All right, so here's silver doing the same thing. There's a 3-year high, not an all-time high. There's the 3-year high for silver, okay? Silver, okay, nothing bearish going on here. In the shorter time frame, yes. All right, you got some red candles, okay? But on the bigger time frame, that is a bull flag. Okay, just consolidating up here. Notice it's not giving up the ground. This is what I'm talking about when I say it needs to get up here and hold. Well, that's what silver's doing. Okay, it needs to get up here and hold. And it's doing exactly what we want it to do. Okay, so we got silver, yesterday's candle, higher high, higher low, but closed inside the bullish trap right there over the rising 17 EMA right there. All right, got a rising 17 EMA. All right, so there's silver. All right, let's take a look at USO. That's not what I wanted to do. All right, try this one more time. All right, so here's USO. All right, lower high, lower low, closing below the trap, below the 17 EMA. Okay, USO, not bearish till it breaks this low right here. Okay, still in an uptrend. It's got to break this low right there. Right there. Okay, so here it is pulling back to, look at this, minor support. Right there. Okay, watch for that 10-minute uptrend. As it comes back to minor support, it may consolidate all day today, and then eventually, sometime tomorrow morning, or maybe Monday morning, it might find some legs to take it back up there to those highs. Or it just may consolidate through here, okay? Coming back to minor support. This is exactly what we like to see, okay? Price move up, pull back to minor support, bounce back up to the prior highs, consolidate a little bit more, almost creating an inverse head and shoulders, and then you get that breakout to the upside. This is exactly what we like it to do. Go up, pull back, make a higher low, okay? That inspires the bulls, all right? Puts pressure on them to make a new high. Bulls push it up to the prior high, and then they consolidate it, and then you watch it break out to new highs. Okay, so there's USO. Okay, still in an uptrend. Okay, as long as it keeps making higher lows and higher highs, we're still in an uptrend. Got a little double top happening right there. You can see it. Okay, got a top here and a top there. Okay, but we're not bearish till we break this low. Then we have a trend change. Right now, short-term pullback to minor support, doing what we normally like to see. This is a buy setup, okay? But before we can buy it, we need to see bulls step in. Need to see it hold. We don't want to see a little bear flag. Need to see it hold, okay? and bull step in, okay? See, coming down here and holding on minor support is good, but it's still a bear flag. So we need it to come down here, hold on top of minor support, and bull step in, so that way we can get engaged in this to go back up to the prior highs. There's USO. All right, let's take a look at UNG. All right. All right, so here we are with UNG. Okay, this is an all-time low. This green candle right here, that's an all-time low. Yesterday's price action, inside day, got a lower high and a higher low, closing underneath this bearish trap right here. See the bearish trap, because the 3 is underneath the 8, closing under the bearish trap, under the 17 EMA right there. That's the red dots. Okay, so this is bearish. This is in a downtrend. Okay, we had an inside day. Now we're getting a breakout to the upside. Let's see if they can make it back through minor resistance, which would be that low and that low right there. Okay, that's what we're looking for them to get bullish. They won't be bullish until they break this high or create a higher low and then rise up and make a higher high. Okay, they will not be bullish until they break this low, break this high right there. Okay, they got to break through that high or create a higher low and then make a higher high. Until then, they're in a downtrend and they're bearish. All right, so we'll see what happens there. All right, let's take a look at our economic calendars. All right, let's pull those up. And here we go. Economic calendars. Today is the 18th. I don't know why it says the 17th. Today's the 18th. Anyways, right here, Thursday. Jobless claims, 8:30 this morning. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index, 8:30 this morning. Couple of Fed speakers around the 9 o'clock hour. Existing home sales at 10. Leading indicators at 10. And just like every Thursday at 10:30, we get a natural gas report. Crude oil gives their report at 10:30 on Wednesday. Okay, so petroleum status 10:30 yesterday. Crude oil 10:30 today. Okay, after that, what do we have? Not much. Another Fed speaker, some note auctions and announcements. And then what we have tomorrow, Mr. Goolsby's going to speak at 10:30. A rig count. Other than that, just a quiet day for tomorrow. So it's only going to be up to options expiration. All right. And whatever we have for earnings. So speaking of earnings, let's take a peek at the earnings that are coming due today. So tonight, all right, here's a big one. This is $750 billion, okay? That's a big number, a trillion. Okay, so $750 billion, Taiwan Semiconductor, all right, it's going to report tonight. Okay, also tonight, another big one, $250 billion. Netflix, they're going to report tonight. These could move the markets. Right there, you got $1 trillion of market cap right there. They could move the markets. ISRG, Intuitive Surgical, they're going to report tonight, $133 billion. And for today, we got some, they're not really notables, but they're familiar names that we all know. All right, Blackstone, Marsh McLellan, PPG Industries, Nokia, Snap-on, KeyCorp, Ali Financials. All right, they're not really market movers, okay, but they are familiar names that have a big name in our space. All right, they're not really, these are the ones that are going to move the markets. Netflix and Taiwan. So for tomorrow, see what's going on for tomorrow. Procter and Gamble, another big one. It's coming in the morning. So we're going to have a whole lot of earnings, not a whole lot, but a big piece of the market cap is going to be reporting between Thursday night and Friday. All right, so we could see some price action break out on Friday after a rest of the indices, maybe today and part of Friday. We'll see what happens. So Procter & Gamble, $369 billion. American Express, $157 billion. Schlumberger, only $72 billion. Again, some familiar names, but not really market movers. Okay, right there. So that happens Friday morning. Let's see what Monday's got. SAP, more market caps coming in. SAP reports Monday night. Verizon, $167 billion. They're going to report Monday morning. HDFC, they're going to report. They don't know, and they're still looking for their P&L. Okay, Cadence Design, again, familiar names, but not really market movers. Tuesday, what do we got? Okay, Tuesday, look at Tuesday, all right? Google, okay, almost $2 trillion. And the other Google, almost $2 trillion, $4 trillion, okay? Market's going to go somewhere on Tuesday, all right? I don't know which direction it's going to go to, but $4 trillion is going to report. Tesla, $500 billion. Visa, $500 billion. PepsiCo, $250 billion. Aerospace, almost $250 billion. Novartis, not sure if they can find their P&L. I'm not going to... Whenever I see this dash, they might have a P&L today on that day, or they might not. There's no guarantee, so I don't even count them. Google, I don't know why those are dashes there. Not sure about what's going on there. I like to see, either a sunshine or a moon, one or the other. Not sure why those are dashes. Are they going to report? Are they not sure they're going to report? That's not a good sign. All right, so that's for Tuesday. All right, open interest. So Max Payne for today supposedly is, here we go. Well, while that's cranking up, here it is. Max Payne's 503, okay? We're pretty close to 503, and we have not even one whole put for every call. Okay, so we don't have a high put ratio. So chance of a short squeeze is not going to be effective because you don't have 1-to-1 put to call or a higher put to call ratio. All right, dollar index. Okay, so here's the dollar. You can see we went up to those highs, starting to climb that. See this breakdown candles? Starting to climb those breakdown candles. Almost got up to the top up there. See that right there? We came really close to getting the top of this breakdown candle. And this would be the last high. See the double top here? Got a top here and a top here. And we started to climb that breakdown candle. Got a little pullback. So here we have a pullback. Maybe they make a higher low. Maybe they come all the way back to the flat 200. We'll have to watch and see what they want to do. If they come back to the flat 200, that would really spike the markets back up to the midpoint, possibly even back to 520, 525 if they pull back to this 200. All right, so here's the dollar in an uptrend, okay, making higher lows right here and higher highs. Dollar's in an uptrend, just pulling back yesterday, okay, ever so slightly. Notice it's probably going to stay up here. Now, if it stays up here and holds, all right, and consolidates, it could be heading for that top of that breakdown candle high right up there. We'll see what it wants to do. So there's the dollar. Dollar's bullish. Dollar's in an uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. Yesterday was a pullback day. That's it. All right. So we did earnings. We did the calendar. We did the Max Payne. Okay. Just a little bit of news. All right. I am starting my journey, okay, as a prop trader. Okay. So I picked up an Apex evaluation account. I picked up the $50,000 account. Okay. And I am on my journey to getting my evaluation test taken care of. All right, since I'm already trading contracts, all right, for SPY, I figured I might as well do futures as well. They're going to move in the same direction. I mean, it's going to be the components of the SPY are what's going to move the SPY. And the SPY is going to move the futures. So might as well play the futures right alongside my contracts, my SPY contracts. So I picked up going back into prop trading. So I've gone full circle. So here I am back at prop trading, going through my evaluation. And by the way, right now, I just want to say I picked one up from Apex, and evaluation accounts are like at a really nice low. There's 80% off. So I think I picked this one up for $39. It's the $50,000 account. All right, so I am into futures trading, and I'm going to be here. You can ask me questions about the futures trading. I'd be happy to help you out. And I'm excited. This is a new turn for me. So once I pass my evaluation, I will have a funded $50,000 account. All right, which I will also continue to trade right alongside my SPY contracts. All right, so if you're interested in joining, you can hit me up. I'll give you my affiliate link, and you'll get the best price. It doesn't matter what time if you use my link. Okay, whatever the best price is, advertised or unadvertised, you'll be able to use my code and get the best price and the best deal available. All right. So if you're interested, let me know. Hit me up. But anyways, I am come for full circle. I am back into prop trading. All right. My long or short right now, I am flat. I'm flat because I'm only going to be trading the E-mini NAS and the micro NAS and probably the E-mini S&P and the micro S&P. This morning I was short. I got it on Heikin-Ashi right now. I'm going to blow it up for you so you can see it. All right, so I was short with the Heikin-Ashi. I got a Heikin-Ashi short on here, chart on here. We got underneath, see this center line of the Bollinger Bands? We got underneath there, and I kept shorting for it to come down to, I was expecting it to come down to 50, 58, but when you got a prop account, you have to take profits into the dips, and I saw some tails kind of form right through here, and I had an idea that it wasn't going to come down to 158 yet. All right, so here it is. I played the Heikin-Ashi right up as close to the Bollinger Bands as it would get. I would put on, I would short some the micro E-minis through there, and you can see as it got down under, I took my profit right through there. Then it started to come back, and I bought some. I sold some here, and it kept climbing against me, so I had to do a double, and then get out, do a double, and get out for break even, right there. So I'm just starting small, all right. Not going big. I don't have any trend that I can play yet. Okay, so once a trend is established. Again, today I'm looking at a day that's probably going to be consolidation. So right now I am flat on everything, on both the NAS and the E-mini S&P. Oh yeah, you can get one. I'll put the link down there, and you can use my code. All right, Stefan, and they'll give you the best deal available, either advertised or unadvertised, if you're interested. All right. So that's my journey. We'll see how it goes. It's my first evaluation account. Let's see how it goes. I think I can pass it. We'll see what happens. I might not. We'll see what happens. If I can find a trend and manage it correctly, I think I can pass this. Now, right now, you don't have to wait 7 days if you get an account now. I actually you can do 1 day and pass. So there's a lot of people, because it's only $37, are just like, they're putting the whole ball of wax onto one trade and passing, and then their evaluation account, and then going into tomorrow for $37 each try. They're just putting it all on one trade and letting it fly. So there's a lot of people passing right now. I'm not interested in doing that. I just want to take it slow and easy, ease myself back into it. $37 for the evaluation account. All right, so you got an evaluation test. All right, so what it is, you have to prove you can trade before they're going to give you money to trade. All right, you'll have to prove you can trade. So in order to prove you can trade, you got to pay $37 so that you can show them and get tested. All right, does that make sense? They're not going to give you a real account with their money unless you can prove you can manage it and make money with it. All right, so you have to show them that. So it's called like a crucible. It's a test. Before they're going to hand their money over to you, they want me to show them that I can trade their money responsibly. All right, that's what they're looking for. So I got to pass the test. No, this is live. This is live right now, okay? But I won't get funded unless I pass the test. So it's real. Yes, that's right. After I pass the test, I'll be trading other people's money. Emma, what it is a proprietary trading is when you take other people's capital and you trade it and make them money. And in return, they pay you for making them money. All right? That's what happens. You get paid as a trader. Let's say you don't have access to $1 million. All right? But you're a good trader. Sometimes people will say, here, trade my money. Okay? I'll fund you. Okay? And we'll split whatever profit you make. The nice thing about Apex, I get 100% of the first 25,000, and then I think it's a 90-10 split after that. So after that, I only get 90% of whatever I make after the first 25,000. Yes, I'm earning commissions, right. There will be commissions. I have to pay the commissions. Like whenever you place a trade in the futures market, just like in the options market, there's going to be a commission that I'll have to pay. $10.99, Emma. $10.99. Yep. I am actually thinking about creating an LLC or a sole proprietor, okay, so that I can, that's my alert, that's what I was wanting. Oh, let me sell this, hold on, how do I get out of this? Yeah, cancel that. Come on. they got below here. This is where I wanted to sell it.
Order working.
There's my alert. I didn't hear it because I got my volume off.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, so I have 2 contracts. I've got 2 futures contracts short right now. All right, and my stop's going to go at the top of this red candle up there. So we'll see what happens. Already, I'm making money. And that's because it passed my threshold. I wanted them to get down into these tails down there. So we'll see what happens. All right, so that's what it is. I'm getting evaluated trading other people's money. No, T, you don't have to prove. You can try. You don't have to do anything. You have to prove you can trade money by passing their test. See, like what I'm doing now. I started out with $50,000. I have to make $3,000. All right, and then once I pass my test, I have to make $3,000 without losing $2,500. Okay, I have to make $3,000 before I lose. So I got to get this to 50,000, 53,000 in order for me to pass the test. All right, anybody can try it as long as you're 18 years or older. Yeah. Again, you guys ask me any questions there are. Okay, I'm here to help you and answer your questions. All right, and I'll post the link down there so you can see it. All right, traders, I'll see y'all at... if you're out there in video land, I'll see you at 4 p.m., all right? We do have a webinar today. It's a members-only webinar, and it starts at 12, 1, and 2 o'clock. It's in the combo room, all right? I'll be recording it, and it's on trends, stops, profit-taking, and moving your stops. So stops, trends, and profit taking. All right, so here's SPY. SPY. And want the 10-minute. Okay.